Dear friends, welcome back to Civil Conclave presentation. Today we are going to discuss about the quality test procedures for aggregates and soil, which is generally used in the concreting roads and other places. See, this is one of the image of the freeway wherein all these aggregates, soil compactions, and everything has to be tested for the road stability and durability. We'll go into the procedures right now. First, the process is SAVE analysis of the coarse aggregate, which has been defined in IS 2386 Part 1. The purpose of this test is to determine the properties of the coarse aggregate of size and grading distribution. The apparatus is required is drying oven, ISCFs from 40 mm to 10 mm, for 20 mm, 20 mm to 2.36 mm, for 10 mm, 12.5 mm metal. Weigh scale, okay, to the accuracy of 1 gram, brush, metal taste, etc. The procedure for the same, sample of aggregates has to be collected, as I mentioned earlier. Shear should be cleaned and arranged in the sequence of the descending order. Pan should be at the lowermost end and the lid has to cover in the top of the total shear shaker. Let us take about 5 kgs of the samples with a temperature of 100 to 110 degrees. Dried samples should be weighed preferably 5 kgs and sheared in continuation process. Shear starting with a 40 mm and then through 4.75 mm. For 20 mm downgraded, it has to go from 20 mm to 2.36 mm. For 12 mm downgraded, it is 12.52 downgraded. Each shear shall be taken at least 2 minutes on a clean tray until no more passes through has happened. Motion shall be varied like a back and forth, left and right when you are using a manual. If it is a shear shaker, it will do it automatically. Material should not be pressed through the mesh to pass through. Okay. Shears shall be brushed from underneath of the mesh and passed on to the next. On completion of the shear analysis, material retained at each shears to be weighed separately. See, this is the shears. I can show you the images. See, and when you use manually, when you are using only a shears, but in a shear shakers, it will automatically take care of it. Each type of test requires a specified aggregate size, that is 10 to 12.5 mm crushing strength. Each bituminous mix type has recommended aggregate gradation, that is percentage of passing should be 26.5 mm in 55 to 90 for GSB1. So aggregate pass through the set of a shear to get a materials of a various sizes. Procedure: bring the samples on a dry condition, clean all the shears, okay, shake it shear approximately like in the shear shaker, report the percentage of a cumulative percentage of the each and every shear. See, this is the observation sheet, how to prepare it. It's been shown in IS 2386 Part 1. Okay. Shear designation, that is 6.63 mm to 4.75 mm. Weight of sample retained in grams, percentage of weight retainer, cumulative percentage of weight retained, percentage passing through. This is the observation test. See, generally how to create a format like this. 10 mm, what is the weight retained? What is the weight retained percentage? Cumulative retained percentage, cumulative passing, remarks. This has to go up to 150 micron. From this, you can find out the dry loose bulk density, kg per centimeter square. Silt content also can be. Specific gravity, grams per thing. Fineness modulus, grading zone, oversized zone. This is to be checked and signed by the concerned project manager as well as the client representative. Aggregate crushing strength. Aggregate crushing strength provides a relative measure of resistance. This means at what pressure the aggregate is getting cracked out. That is known as aggregate crushing strength. Aggregate subjected to high stresses during rolling and severe abrasion under traffic. Also in India, very severe stresses come on pavements due to rigid type rims or heavily loaded animal drawn vehicles. The procedure. See here, I show you the machine, CTM machine. Here we will be going to 4 ton per minute for 10 minutes. That is a procedure. Surface dry aggregate passing 12.5 mm and retained at 10 mm has to be selected. 3.25 kgs of material is required for one test sample. Cylindrical measures filled with aggregates in 3 layers, like how we do it in the cube test, which is to be tamped for 25 times, so that the air bubble and voids can be removed. After leveling the aggregate, the top surface of the test circle has to be weighed. The cylinders now placed on the base plate. The cylinder with the test sample and a plunger in position is placed on the compressor machine. Load is applied at the rate of 4 tons per minute up to 40 tons. The crushed aggregate then taken out, sieved through the 2.36 mm sieve and weighed, get to the material process. Aggregate crushing value W2 into 100 divided by W1. W2 is equal to means weight of the crushed material. W1 is the weight of the aggregate sample. See, then indirect measures crushing strength, low value indicating the crushed aggregate, surface cores need more strength than the base core, should not exceed 30% of cement concreting surface and 45 for others. See, this is observation. Weight of aggregate samples, test number 1, 2, 3. Weight of aggregate sample passing 2.36 mm CF after the test. Okay, that has to be recorded. Aggregated crushing value W1 divided by W2 into 100. Okay, W1 is a sample weight, W2 is after crushing the weight. This is the methodology of creating a sample list. The specifications has to say that supplied by is it might be IRC code number 15 1970 and 2386 part 4. Aggregate crushing value for cement concreting pavement should be 30% maximum for a surface course, 45% maximum for other surface. Aggregate impact test. The significance of the test is to access the aggregates regarding the toughness for use of pavement construction. Road aggregates subjects to pounding action due to traffic load, so possibility of breaking. Should be tough enough, so proper aggregate to be used suitably checked by the laboratory test procedure. The procedure what we are going to adopt it is aggregate passing through the 12.5 mm and retained at 10 mm should be filled in the cylindrical measures in 3 layers as we do it in the for a cube test. Determine the weight of the aggregate in the measure which is known as a W1. Sample is transferred to the measure into a cup of aggregate impact testing machine and compacted by 25 times. The hammer is raised to 38 centimeters above of the upper surface of the aggregate and allowed to fall freely on the specimen. See, this is the procedures. See, I show you the images. The cup has been filled and you've taken it up 35 centimeter and drop it like that. After testing the specimen for 15 blows, the crushed aggregate has to be C out through 2.36 mm shear. Weight of the fraction passing through 2.36 will be W2. So the aggregate impact value will be W2 divided by W1 into 100. W2 is the weight of a fineness passing 2.36 mm. W1 weight of a sample. Mean of the two values as reported. See, this is the way you have to prepare an observation sheet. Weight of aggregate sample in the cylinder, which is W1 gram, test 1 and 2, 3, and I can take an average. Weight of aggregate sample passing through 2.36 mm, which is known as a W2. Aggregate impact value, W2 divided by W1 into 100. Specification, if it is for a payment, okay, WBM sub-base course, aggregate impact value should be maximum 50%. Cement concreting base course, it should be 45%. Bituminous macadam base course should be 35. WBM surface course is 30. Bituminous wearing surface should be 30. Los Angeles aberration test. The purpose of this test to check it out, its resistance to wear hardness of the aggregate. Road aggregates are the top subject to have a wearing action. Under traffic loads, aberration, attention action within the layers. To determine suitability, test has to be carried out. Again, the same procedure. Aggregates should be weighed to be 110, 50, 20 gram. Example, okay, the grading will be 1,250 gram, 1,250 gram of 25 to 20, 1,250 gram of 20 to 20, 1,250 gram of 12.5 to 10 mm with 12 steel ball. Aggregate weighing 5 kgs or 10 kgs placed in the cylinder of machine, which is known as the W1 grams. See, this is a machine which I'm showing to you. Machine is being rotated 30 to 33 RPM for a 500 revolution. See, this is a drum which is to be rotated. Machine stop and the material has to taken out, including the dust. Shear through it 1.7 mm shear. Weight passing is determined by washing the portion retained, even drying and weighting. That is a W2 grams. Aggregate aberration value is determined as W2 divided by W1 into 100. Okay. W2, which is equal to weight of fineness passing through 1.7 mm. W1, which is known as a weight of the sample. The specification for a road will be WBM layer course, Los Angeles aberration test, maximum should be 60%. WBM course with a bitumen surfacing should be 50%. WBM surface course, bituminous binder course should be 40. Bituminous content, SD, cement concreting surface courses should be 35. Bituminous cement concreting wearing course should be 30. Select the grading close to the project for testing. Stimulate for both aberration and impact due to the wheel loads to determine the hardness of the stone. Shape test of the aggregate. It is known as the flakiness index, elongation index, and angularity member. So this is a equipment which has been used for check the flakiness index. The purpose to find out the shape of the crust aggregate. Shape of the gravel has been determined by its angularity member. Flaky and elongated aggregate particles tend to break in the heavy traffic loads. Rounded aggregates preferred in cement concrete because it will have the less water cement ratio. Angular shape is preferred for a granular courses, flexible pavement layers due to better interlocking and more stability. Procedure, flakiness index. The flakiness index aggregate is a percentage by weight of a particle whose least dimension is less than the 3/5, that is the 0.6 of the mean dimension. Applicable sizes is 6.3 mm. The sample is saved through 6350 up to 6.3 mm. Minimum 200 pieces of each fraction has to be tested and taken weighed. See, this is the flakiness test. How you are inserting, how you are passing it after working. The amount of flaky material is weighed at an accuracy of 0.1% to the stress sample. If W1, W2, W3 are the aggregates weights of each sizes, small W1, W2, W3 is the weight of a material which is passing through different thickness gauges. Flakiness index is equal to small W1 plus W2 plus W3, like that how many things you are taking, into 100 divided by capital W1, W2, W3 plus how many percentage you are taking is equal to multiplied by 100. That means small w divided by big W percentage, where big W is the aggregate weight of the material, where small w is the aggregate weight of the material passing in grams. See, this is the methodology of creating an observation set. Like 63 mm, what is the passing through? Retained at 50 mm, weight of the fraction, thickness gauge sizes, weight of aggregate, etc. etc. This is the methodology of creating an aggregation test. Then elongation index. This is the percentage of weight of the particle whose greater dimension is greater than 1 and 4/5 of the times. That is 1.8 times. Procedure. The sample has been saved from 50 to 6.3 mm. Minimum 200 pieces has to be selected and weighed, which we know as a capital W. Separate and elongated material by using standard length gauge. This is a length gauge. The amount of elongated material is weighed to the accuracy of 0.1% of the test sample. If W1, W2 are the aggregates of the weights, okay, the elongation index will be small W1 plus W2 plus W3 and number of readings, whole multiplied by 100 divided by capital 1 W, etc. is equal to 100 small w by divided by big W in percentage. See, this is the methodology of creating the observation test for an elongation index. Specifications. Bitumen carbonate 30%. Okay, limit of flakiness test. Asphaltic concrete 25. Bituminous macadam WBM base 15. Coarse cement concreting 35. Refer IS 2386 part 1. Indian road concrete 14 to 48. More specification 2001. Angularity member. This is the percentage of voids in excess 30% is obtained in case of most rounded gravel particles. The cylinder is calibrated by determining the weight of the water at 27 degrees centigrade to fill it. Aggregate saved through 22 4.7 mm. About 10 kg of the predominant sizes should be available. The sample of the single aggregate is dried in an oven from 100 degree to 110 degrees centigrade and then cooled. The scoop is filled with an aggregate which is allowed slide gently into the cylinder from the lowest possible height. The aggregate is filled within 3 layers. Like how do we do the cube test? You have to tamp it out. After the third layer has been tamped, the aggregates are stuck off level. That means surface level has to be clean. The aggregate with cylinder is now weighed to the nearest 5 grams. That means the mean weight of the aggregate has been found out. Calculation. Angularity member is equal to 67 minus 100 into W divided by C into G, where W means weight of the aggregate in the cylinder, C is the weight of the aggregate to fill the cylinder, G is equal to specific gravity of the aggregate. This is the methodology of how to create a observation stress. Flaky and angry material decreases the workability of the mix and not preferred in the cement concrete. Angular aggregate is preferred in flexible pavement such as WBM, WMM. Angularity member ranges from 0 for a perfectly rounded aggregate to about 11% for a freshly crushed aggregate. But for DBM and BC mix design may be modified to incorporate high angularity member. See, this is a flakiness materials. Okay, this is based on IS 2386 part 1. Thickness of the flaky material is less than 0.6 times of the mean size. ISCS, for which we are going to check it out, from ranging from 63 to 6.3 mm. Elongation gauge. So this is the elongation gauge, so that you know it is passing through what is the percentage retained at CF. So you know what is the elongation of the particular material of the particular aggregates can be found out. Specific gravity of the water absorption, 2386 part 3. Balance of the gravity not less than 5 kgs and a 5 gram thermostatically controlled oven. Micrometer bottle, GI trite, air containers, filter paper and funnel. Sample. 1 kg sample which is passing through 10.75 and retained at 4.75 for coarse aggregate, and 500 grams of sample which is passing through 4.75 mm for a reverse and crush sand. Procedure. Sample passing 10 mm here and retained at 4.75 mm to be collected and placed in the tray and covered with a distilled water, so that generally rodded, you have to lightly tap it out so that to remove the entrapped air. The sample shall be kept for 24 hours plus or minus half an hour. The water has to be collected, carefully drained, okay, and the material retained during being returned to a sample. The sample is then air dried with the help of a air dryer. The saturated and surface dry sample shall be weighed, that's a gram. The aggregate then shall be placed in the picrometer, which shall be filled with the distilled water. Any entrapped water air has to be removed by rotating the bottle on sideways. The picrometer bottle shall be topped with the water to fill the surface to have the metallic coat. The picrometer bottle then shall be dried from outside and weighed, which is known as the weight B grade. The content of the picrometer then shall be emptied in the tray, ensuring all aggregates has been transferred. Picrometer bottle then shall be raised and filled up with the distilled water fully, okay, and should be weighed, which is known as the C. The sample of aggregates is collected, shall be drained through a filler paper, and retained material on filler paper shall be returned to the sample. The samples shall be placed at the oven for a temperature of 100 to 110 degree centigrade for 24 plus or minus half an hour. Okay. It shall be cooled in a airtight container Such two tests shall be made. Calculation. Specific gravity. D minus A minus B minus C whole. Water absorption is equal to 100 into A minus D whole divided by D. So this is the format of how to record the water absorption. Weight of the material, weight of oven dry material, percentage of water absorption, average of water absorption. Specific gravity. This is the format which has been provided how to check the specific gravity. Then how to check the dry density of the soil, which is known as the Proctor test. Okay. To determine the purpose of this test, to determine the fine grain soil by using core cutter. Okay. Apparatus, core cutter, rammer, balance, etc. etc. Soil sample is stamped as a fine grain if 90% of weight is passes through ISCF 4.75 m. Internal volume. Take out the internal volume of the cone. Okay. Cutter shall be weighed to the nearest weight. Approximately 30 centimeter square of soil layer to be tested shall be exposed and level. Cutter shall be placed vertically on soil with a dolly on the top. Cutter shall be rammed from the top. Okay. Care to be taken, the core cutter should not move around sideways. The cutter shall be dug out after removing the surrounding soils. Okay. Soil from the both ends to be leveled. The cutter containing soil mass shall be weighed. The soil mass has to be removed from the cutter and representative sample shall be tested for a water content. At least 3 samples has to be tapped. Okay. Calculation. Bulk density. OB of wet soil is as below. OB is equal to WS minus WC divided by VC. There's a grams per centimeter square per cubic meter. Dry density OID is as follows. OID is equal to 100 YB divided by 100 plus weight, comma, grams per centimeter cube, where W is the water content. Okay. Dry density be recorded to a 2 place decimal. Okay. Water content percentage of 2 significant figures should be 23 to 2.3 and 0.23. See, this is a methodology of creating a record. It's a reference to the IS 2720. Okay. Aggregate impact test procedure, which has been shown through in these images. Material passing through 12.5 mm and retained at 10 mm, which has been already explained. This is the strength test of the cement mortar cubes, how to do it. Okay. This is how we generally do the concreting cube test. Thank you for watching this presentation. If you like this presentation, kindly like and share, which will motivate me for a good presentation. Thank you for watching this presentation.